Hey, what's up everybody? Landon with LMR.com. In this video, we're talking about OBS Truck steering wheels, and particularly the SVE perforated leather steering wheel for the 94 to 96 Bronco and the 1994 and 1995 Lightnings. So a quick backstory on how the SVE steering wheel came to fruition. A few years ago, at the time of this video, we had sent a 94-95 Lightning steering wheel off to have recovered. We got it back, it looked phenomenal, but to us, one of the only drawbacks was the cost. And we really didn't want to go the route of wrapping it in one of those leather overlays, although that's a great option, especially for those of us that don't want to spend a lot of money. But where we felt the opportunity was here between really the only two options of the leather overlay or sending your steering wheel off to have it recovered, was to just offer a brand new steering wheel, just like we do for some of our other offerings, such as the Mustangs. That's why we have this particular steering wheel here. So if we take a closer look at it, we're gonna have the black perforated leather with the black stitching. This particular design and this particular leather is correct for 94 and 95 Lightnings, which is, here's the factory steering wheel out of this truck behind me, right here beside me. And then the 94 and 96 Broncos had this same exact steering wheel, black leather, it's just, it was smooth. So you Bronco owners could see this as just a slight upgrade to what you have in your truck. It's going to have aluminum frame that has all the correct locations for your OEM parts. The spokes are molded in black urethane that has the correct factory texture and the horn button provisions. And then one thing we did add with this SVE steering wheel is the diameter of the wheel itself. It is slightly thicker than a factory wheel. To us, that's what looks better, that's what feels better, and quite honestly, kind of just gives you that hell yeah is the way to, I guess, describe it. And for those of you that know that feeling, you know where I'm coming from. But I'm not talking about this some super thick steering wheel we got going on here. We just oversize it just enough to give you that hell yeah feel, if you will. The SVE steering wheel will accept the factory cruise control switches, horn buttons, and the rear trim. Also positioned correctly is the seams for the stitching. These are the same exact spots for both the 94-95 Lightning wheel and the 94 through 96 Bronco steering wheel. When you install the SVE steering wheel, I would recommend a new steering wheel bolt. I know, I get it. Take the old one off, put the new steering wheel on, reinstall the old bolt. By all means, if that's the route you take, I guess it's your truck, your vehicle, go with it as you please. But for me, I always just like to install new things. So when I'm installing this in a truck, I'm using a new bolt. To remove the factory wheel, you will need a steering wheel puller. If you have one in your toolbox, great. If you don't, just buy the one from us. I'll link it in the video description below. We've already vetted this one, it works great. But other than that, I think we went ahead and covered everything. We're gonna be putting this steering wheel in the white 94 Lightning, and the steps you're gonna see for this particular truck will also work for the Bronco as well. So we'll jump over here, we'll get rolling. All right, so to get started, you'll first want to disconnect the negative battery cable and let it sit for at least 1 minute. With the key removed from the ignition, turn the steering wheel a little bit in either direction until you feel the column lock. Remove the 4 10mm airbag retaining nuts with a deep socket and 1/4-inch ratchet. Bring the airbag forward, disconnect the electrical connection, and set it aside. Loosen and remove the 15mm retaining bolt. You'll want to hold the wheel with your free hand while loosening the bolt. Now you'll want to use something to press against that either fits within the opening in the steering wheel or will slide down inside of the steering shaft. I just use whatever I have laying around, which just so happened to be an old bolt. Verify that you have the correct hold down bolt for the puller. This is easily done by checking the threads in the steering wheel. Assemble the puller and make sure the hold down bolts bottom out or at least get snug. You want as much thread engagement as possible. Turn the press screw until it makes contact with whatever you're using to press against. Turn the screw until the wheel separates from the shaft, and then you can disassemble the puller. Disconnect the connection for the cruise control and horn button harness. Remove the wheel from the truck and feed the harnesses through the dedicated opening. On the workbench, loosen and remove the 4 Phillips head screws securing the cruise control switches and rear trim to the frame. There are 2 per side. Dislodge the metal clip from the trim. Gently separate the rear trim from the frame and use an appropriate tool to carefully push the horn button out of the wheel. Make a note of the wire orientation and then disconnect them from the button. Do this for the other side. Separate the wheel from the trim and set the factory steering wheel out of the way. If you'd like, clean up the airbag with some all-purpose cleaner designed for automotive interiors. Now, depending on the overall condition, it could be that you clean and condition the airbag, or you can prep and paint it. The one in this Lightning is decent enough to just be cleaned and conditioned. Condition the airbag with a product designed for interior surfaces. Remove the cruise control switches and harness from the rear trim, but make a mental note of how it gets positioned. Repeat the same cleaning steps for the rear trim, cruise control switches, and horn buttons. Now, if you really want to get down the rabbit hole, clean the areas in the truck that you can't access with the steering wheel installed. Trust me, this is the type of stuff that makes you feel good. Reposition the harness back into the trim. Position the new SVE steering wheel into place and make sure the harness is situated correctly. Reinstall the metal clip. Reconnect the wires for the horn buttons and then push them down into the wheel. Remember, these horn buttons are side specific and the wiring was connected differently on both sides. Refer to your notes from the disassembly process. Resituate each cruise control switch and snug down the screws, but don't over tighten. Now we can install the steering wheel into the vehicle. Make sure whatever you use to aid in removing the steering wheel is out of the way. Feed the harnesses through the dedicated opening and seat the wheel onto the steering shaft. Thread a new steering wheel bolt in by hand and torque it to 23 to 33 foot-pounds. You'll need to hold the steering wheel with your free hand while you torque the bolt. Reconnect the cruise control switch and horn button harness. Position the airbag and reconnect it. Hand tighten the four 10mm nuts. Reconnect the negative battery cable and test the horn buttons. You can verify the cruise control switches once you go for a drive. After that, you're good to go. All right, people, so wrapping things up here, gosh, I say this in a lot of videos, but this is a feel-good part. When you drive the vehicle, you have to hold the steering wheel, obviously. When you're sitting there, you're looking at some old crusty, you know, it just looks pretty terrible. We're gonna sign off. If y'all found value in what we do, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications. And then until we see you in the next one, for all things OBS Bronco and Lightning, keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.